Hey YouTube, welcome to the first video that we are putting out on my new YouTube channel. YouTube channel is going to be about a whole lot of things, but the first one was a little bit of fun that we've been having with testing out water. So I'd seen a video on YouTube about um, a guy who had one of those water filtration systems that you put in like a Brita kind of, and he had tested the water and found out that what was coming out of the Brita was worse than his tap water as far as what's in the water. So I decided to just buy a cheap tester off of Amazon, and we tested out our fridge filter water and our tap water, and then also some bottled water that we had. So we went out today and got a few different versions. Um, Also, I always just drink spring water. I drink bottled spring water, and I don't like purified water because I think the spring water is better. But in some testing that we did the other day, we found out that the purified water actually has less stuff in it. I think that's pretty natural for spring water to have stuff because it's coming up from the ground and there's minerals in the ground. But we just thought it would be fun to test a whole bunch of different kinds. And I said, you know what? Let's make this our first video. So, just to kind of get us kicked off, we live in a small town in Iowa and our water is hard, um, very hard. So, um, we went ahead and, I found something to use some shot glasses that I had for. So, we're going to start with some tap water. We live in a small town in Iowa and our water's pretty hard. So I've got the tester turned on. Just going to put it in the water. It says give it just a few minutes. Not even minutes, but just let it kind of stabilize. And as you can see, our tap water is 312. According to the back, 312 is marginally acceptable, and basically anywhere between 2 and 400 is average tap water. So we are in the average tap water category. So we're going to clear this out. Now, here's what's interesting. I have a Frigidaire fridge, and it's got the ice maker and the water um, spout on it. When we did this last weekend, the water coming out of the fridge was not very much better than what was coming out of the tap. So we replaced the water filter last weekend, and we've been using it all week just to make sure that it gets good and used. It should be at full capacity. So clear this out again. We're back at 0. This is our fridge water, which goes through the filter on the fridge. And again, it's a brand new filter. And it's pretty steady. And as you can see, the fridge water is at 297. So it didn't really filter out a whole lot of stuff out of the water, putting it through the fridge filter, which is kind of disappointing. So then we said, all right, let's try some other things. So, um, we have been distilling our own water with a distiller machine that I bought off Amazon, and we use it in our humidifiers to save the buildup on there. Seeing what comes out of that when it is done distilling a gallon of water is scary. There is sludge in the bottom of it, and maybe one video I'll show you guys that. But so we wanted to test our water distiller machine versus just Walmart's distilled water. And so here is ours out of our machine. Make sure we clear it out. We'll put this in there. So we went from, was it 312 on the tap to 5 in the distilled water. And this is what our machine, our distilled water machine, makes. So we'll compare the water that we distill on our own to Walmart's distilled water. So this is exciting. We haven't done this yet. I don't know what Walmart's is going to show. And so let's put this in. Okay, Walmart's is a 4. So our distillery machine, not distillery, we're not making alcohol, but our water distilling machine that we bought off of Amazon does just as good a job as what you buy from Walmart. I think that's pretty cool. All right. So let's do spring water. So we have 4 kinds of spring water. I buy Ice Mountain spring water. It's my favorite water. Get it at Sam's Club. But we did stop at Casey's, which is a chain store here in the Midwest. Got all of their spring water. We also picked up a gallon of spring water from Walmart. And there is a natural spring by where we live, just a few miles outside of town, that anyone can drive up and get water out of. And so we've got an actual natural spring water. Absolutely know the source of that water. Um, so we're gonna test and see how these all compare. So which one do you think we should start first with?
Casey Smith.
You want to start with Casey's? So Julian's here with me. He is my helper in any of these videos that we're making. And let's start with Casey's. And again, I only drink spring water when it comes to bottled water because I just think it's better. I had read somewhere that there's no regulations on what they do with the water when they bottle it. I don't know how true any of that is. Um, okay, so Casey's spring water is at 231, which is kind of crazy, but there's going to be sediment in natural if it really is natural spring water. I guess that makes sense. All right, we'll save my Ice Mountain for last because that's my favorite. All right, let's do Walmart. Get a paper towel. I only have so many shot glasses, and I don't want residue left over. Okay, so Walmart spring water cleared. Throw that in there. Oh, coming up 222. I do love repeating numbers. Probably talk about that a lot on this channel. 222. So what was Casey's?
231.
231. So Walmart's got a little bit less. All right.
Now we're going Fraser Spring.
Now we're going to go with the Fraser Spring. So this is kind of exciting too because we
There's
literally
tested. Yep.
absolutely know what the source of this water is,
It comes right out of the ground.
right? It's crazy. That's 291.
Oh,
So the Fraser Spring really isn't any better as far as stuff in the water than getting it out of the tap.
or a
What
bottle.
was the tap water? 312?
Yep.
Hmm. Okay. All right. My favorite bottled water, the Ice Mountain spring water. Cleared out to 0. $2.29. So of those four, which was the best one? Casey's? As far as the less amount of stuff,
222, yeah.
less amount of stuff in it.
Yeah.
All right. And then we just have purified water, right?
Yep.
And we just have a couple of different kinds
And
of
we
that
got the
one.
Walmart drinking water.
Yeah. We tried the members mark, which was a Sam's Club, but I don't have any more of that. We tried that last weekend, and I want to say it was only at like
Yeah. No,
10 or something.
it was down low.
It was down pretty low.
With the same as the distilled.
Okay, so this is Casey's drinking water, and then I have Walmart's drinking water, which is purified water. So we'll do Casey's first. Dun, dun, dun. All right, Casey's purified water is a 5. One more shot left. We'll try Walmart's purified drinking water. And that gets us at 4. Um, so this says, how pure is your water? TDS in parts per million. Um, ideal drinking water would be 0. Carbon filters or mountain springs would be 50. Hard water would be 100. Of course, 2 to 300 would be average tap water, and 400 is high tap or mineral springs, and 500 is the US EPA's max contaminant level. So there you go. We have tested all of these waters and found that there is a big difference between tap water, even coming out of the filter in the fridge, and not a lot of difference between distilled water and purified water. And
My Colgan water.
oh, where's your Colgan water?
It's in the fridge.
Okay, we have one more. Julian reminded me that we have his Culligan water that he buys, puts it through his fancy water machine, and it's the only water he really likes drinking. So we'll try the Culligan water. All right, the Culligan water is a 3. So I think the Culligan water wins it, huh?
Yeah.
Now you feel justified in being a snob with your drinking water, don't you?
Pretty sweet.
Awesome. All right, well, that was pretty fun. You know what else I want to do is like we should get pop. And I mean, who knows what kind of water they use when they make the pops and
Well, just like our, Fiji water, I drank.
right,
Like
like
any of those.
how clean really is Fiji water? Of course, if it's spring water, it's probably got a bunch of contaminants in it.
Right.
Um,
It says it's the best stuff on earth, but is it?
I don't know. Anyway, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please like, subscribe, so that we can get our channel built, and we'll put out some more videos coming down the road with all kinds of things, just about kind of what we're doing to entertain ourselves now that we're almost 50 and kids are all grown and out of the house. Have a good day. Clear. I gotta take the cover off. Okay, try to start again from 3, 2,